Hey, Redbet here. We're just doing a quick video calling it Fabio Quartararo versus Francesco Bagnaia, the showdown. So what has been happening in this MotoGP season is Francesco Bagnaia and Fabio Quartararo have been battling for the world title, which concluded today. Just a reminder to like and subscribe. We're trying to build the subscribers up, get us to 100 subscribers. Like and subscribe. It looked like a long shot for Pecco earlier in the season, but in the end, things did change. So Francesco Bagnaia and Fabio Quartararo have had a season-long battle in MotoGP. At the beginning of the season, Fabio jumped out to a lead in the standings over Pecco. Before the summer break, Fabio had won 3 races and had 6 podiums, whereas Pecco, at that point, had only 2 wins, and that were also his 2 podiums. Now, what exactly happened? The Yamaha bike was strong, Fabio was being consistent, he had 0 retirements at this point in the season. Pecco by summer break already had 4 DNFs. At the summer break, he was 91 points behind Fabio Quartararo, so it looked unlikely he could only catch but beat Fabio Quartararo to the MotoGP world title. That's the Ducati power. Races when Fabio was in contention to win or podium, the Ducati was in front. His best finish were 2nd in Austria and 3rd in Malaysia. A combination of the Yamaha not being able to perform and Fabio making some errors, his season was lost. Pecco was very consistent. Ducati gave him the bike to compete and win. Pecco at 25 brings home his first title. Fabio, being a talented rider, couldn't overcome his bike's performance. He won the MotoGP title last year, and it looked like this year he would have done the same. So what happened? After the summer break, it was like night and day. Like both riders had switched places in the degree of momentum. Fabio was on the upward swing up until the summer break after the Assen Grand Prix. Pecco was on the downswing. His confidence took a hit. He had 4 DNFs, and it was only half of the season was completed. Pecco could feel the pressure was on. What happens when pressure's on? You're either going to stand tall or fold like a lawn chair on July 4th. Pecco took the option of standing tall. Out of the summer break, Bagnaia goes on to win 4 races in a row. Instead of DNF consistently, he won. After the summer break, he only didn't finish 1 race, which was in Japan. He was only off the podium twice since the German Grand Prix. His worst finish was 9th, which was today at the conclusion of the season, but he didn't need to win the race today. He just needed to finish 14th or better. Fabio, instead of fortune, he had his season falling apart like Bitcoin prices. He only podiumed twice and never won a race since the German Grand Prix before the summer break. When was the German Grand Prix, you ask? June 19, 2022. So what actually went wrong? Well, let's highlight some of the issues. He crashed out at Netherlands. He also crashed out at Aragon. And he had a horrible start in the rain in Thailand, which he bogged down, he went over the curbs, and eventually he finished the race in 17th. So Fabio went without winning a race since June, and he wasn't only his riding, but the Yamaha couldn't match. He kept hope alive with coming in 3rd in Malaysia, but it was still a long shot for him to win the title. Fabio had a 91-point lead vanish in months. When the season started, he was so strong and Pecco was making errors. The script flipped mid-season, like it does in many sports. Also, Ducati being a team with multiple teams, factory and satellite teams, I think they also had a little more research, being they had so many riders in the series, whereas Yamaha only had 2, being Fabio, Darren Binder, and at times they had Andrea Di Vizioso. They seem to have more resources in terms of seeing how the other Ducati riders perform. A telltale sign this season. Just keep pushing. The race is not over until it's actually over. If Pecco lost his confidence, he could have lost any chance of catching Fabio Quartararo. He kept his head down and used the tools he had, and he was able to bring home his first world title. So congratulations to Pecco Bagnaia. It was actually exciting to see his consistently the second half of the season. I really thought Fabio might have won this year, but his Yamaha started to fail and he started to make a few errors. So you got to be consistent for the whole season. And as Pecco had some mistakes in the beginning of the season, he had very little mistakes in the middle to the end of the season. So congrats to their team and also to Pecco Bagnaia. 2023, we have a new champion, so we'll see how that goes. We'll be doing more racing videos. Formula 1 next week, there is a race, so we'll be having video on that. Also, a review of the Valencia Grand Prix, where Pecco Bagnaia was able to pick up his world title. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. Redbet signing off.